Hello and welcome back to another week here at Knack Kitchen, where today we are making a brown butter chocolate banana bread. It's quite a mouthful, and I can assure you that it's a mouthful of deliciousness. It is so amazing. I can't wait to share this recipe with you. So without wasting any more time, let's just dive into this video and see how we make this. So we're going to start by making our browned butter, and for that I have some salted butter in a saucepan. Try and use a saucepan which has a steel grayish color where you can see the color of your butter. Don't use a non-stick pan with a dark coating because you won't be able to tell when the butter starts to change its color. So once all of the butter is melted, just keep stirring it around and let it cook. You'll see that it'll start to froth up a lot. There'll be a lot of bubbles, so you can use a spatula and stir it around. It's not a caramel, so you don't need to worry about any crystallization. And soon enough, you'll notice that the color will start to darken up. And as you can see, after some point of time, this is what it'll look like. You might think it's burnt, but it's not. It'll be very nutty and fragrant, and we're just going to set this aside. In the meanwhile, we'll start working on a flax egg, for which I have some ground flax seeds and some water, and we're just going to give that a stir. Since this is an eggless banana bread, we're using flax seed, but you can certainly substitute that with 2 eggs if you want. Now in a separate bowl, I'm going to just mix the dry ingredients together. So I have some flour, some cocoa powder, some baking powder, baking soda, and some instant coffee powder as well. So once everything has been mixed evenly, we're just going to set this aside and work on the batter for our brown butter chocolate banana bread. So for that, in a separate bowl, I have sugar. I'm using both brown and white sugar, but you could use totally white sugar or totally brown sugar as per your choice. We're going to add all of the brown butter and we're going to scrape the entire bowl, so all of the black bits at the bottom need to be here. And then we're just going to give this a mix. We're not creaming this mixture, we're just going to mix this until everything is combined. And then we'll add our flax egg, give that a quick mix. As you can see, it started to look more like a gelatinous mixture. That's because the flax seed is going to just bind this whole batter together. Now we're going to go ahead and add some vanilla extract and bananas. I have mashed my bananas. These are overripe bananas. The more ripe your bananas are, the better flavor it's going to have. Now we're going to go ahead and add our dry ingredients, and I like to add this in 2 stages. So we're just going to give this a quick mix after each addition until there is no pocket of dry flour. So once all of the flour has been added, we're going to keep stirring this. I'm going to move over to a spatula because it's just going to be easier to fold this batter together. And once we've folded in the batter completely, the final thing that we're going to add here is some chocolate chips. Now, in case you don't have chocolate chips, then you can most certainly just chop up some dark chocolate, and that would work perfectly as well. So once all of this has been evenly combined, our batter is completely ready. We are going to go ahead and transfer this to a loaf pan. Today I'm using an 8x4-inch loaf pan. And we're just going to transfer all of this batter and then smoothen out the top. So we're just going to use a spatula to smoothen out the top and ensure the batter is evenly distributed. And after a couple of taps on the countertop, we'll bake this in a preheated oven. The details would be in the description box below. But lo and behold, our banana bread is ready. We are going to let that cool completely before slicing, so that takes about 90 minutes. So here you have my brown butter chocolate banana bread. It is an absolute delight. The nutty brown butter, the beautiful chocolate, and the overripe mashed bananas just make a perfect combination. It is absolutely amazing. And the fact that it's eggless is something which people won't even realize. It's so moist, so tender, and just absolutely delicious. So I'm just going to slice into this because obviously I can't wait to dig in, but at the same time I just want to show you how beautifully moist this cake is. The texture is to die for. And here, right on cue, you can see the beautiful moist crumb. It's so moist you can almost see that it's just like drenched in some kind of syrup, but it's not. It's just that moist. And even if you leave this in the fridge overnight, it's still going to be absolutely amazing. I hope you enjoyed this video and I really hope you give this recipe a try. If you liked it, then please do give a like, do share and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, thank you so very much for watching and I'm gonna see you next week.